I am an actor, a producer, a writer, just a filmmaker. I did a lot of movies, but the last one I think you're talking about is Precognition. It's a very wonderful movie that I am very, very happy I was part of that production. Well, when I received the script, as an actor, the next thing is for you to go through the script. And from the first scene of the script, it was very, very captivating. From one step to the other, I loved every bit of the screenplay. The writer did a very wonderful job on the screenplay. The script, it's relatable. It has some things that happens around us, like you can feel it, you can believe it, you can have some questions and agreements and disagreements in the script. The script was full of dynamism. You could not predict it from the first scene to the last scene. So I loved it, and I was looking forward to take part in the script. So that's what made me to accept it. As an actor, almost every script that you receive is always different from the other, because the writers are different and the interpretation, whatever the writer wants to achieve is always different. So I played the role of Lotana, and it was very challenging. There was a lot of things in the script that was needed to be depicted. So it's quite different from all the works that have taken part in it. So it's quite different. The writer had another analogy, had so many things he wants to prove or to bring up. So it's different from other ones I've been playing. Like I said earlier, it was unpredictable. You could not predict it. The writing was excellent. The writer took time. It was well crafted. I will just use that word. It was well crafted. So it's quite different. The story could not be predicted. And I love stories that cannot be predicted, because many people always criticize our work that before you start, you can know the end. But in this film, I am sure you will not know the end. So it's quite different. Yeah, in Nigeria, we have a lot of belief, things we imagine in our heads, a lot of stories. Yes, I can remember some story. It might not be exactly like this story. It might not be very relatable, but I remember when we were growing up in my village, there's one particular road that once is 1 o'clock, as in 1 in the afternoon, we don't normally follow that road. We believe that evil spirit is there. So, and it's just a belief. A few months ago, I went to my village. I was with my elder brother, and we were walking along that road. And that road now, a lot of houses are built around it. You can't even recognize the road again. So, and we laughed. I was like, told my brother, is it not the road that we can't normally, we don't pass there around one in the afternoon because evil spirit is there. So so one woman was passing that, heard what we are discussing, and the woman just laughed. And that was just one of those beliefs those years. So a good number of things are like that. So it's not real, it's just a belief, and some belief in something like that, and it affects them, because that time I'm talking about, some people say that they passed that road and they saw spirit. So I don't know, but me, I never saw one. Yes, I believe that what will happen. And I also believe that we can shape our future. For example, I believe in God. And I believe that whatever God has stamped must surely come to pass. So we'll also know that there are things that orchestrated in this life by our own mistakes, by our own not doing what we're supposed to do, letting a lot of things to happen. So if we put a proper work to our future and a lot of things, I believe that there are some things that ought to happen that we could stop. So that's why I said that I believe in the in the two things. So it's possible. Almost all the sins we are challenging, but there was one particular sin that I struggled to deliver. That was I can't remember the sin number, but I think it's sin 7. What happened in that sin is when Lieutenant prepared to go to work, and they picked a green tie, and then the wife came to change it to red tie. So there was discussion, there was arguments. The sin was long, well crafted. The sin had a lot of dynamism. The sin had a lot of twist. Yes, the modulation and both voice, pitch, and volume, all of them were required in that sin. So that means it's not the mood you are now, it's the mood you'll be in the next few seconds or in few minutes. So the ability to be in this mood, switch to the other one, come back to this one, there was a lot of moves in that sense. So that scene took me, it was very challenging. At the time, the director even stopped us and asked us to get our lines and, get the scene and be able to interpret it. And they cast and crew, everybody paused, and we are working on it till we get it. So when we are ready, then the director called shot again and we began to film. So it was one of the hardest scenes I had in a pre-recognition. And I won't deny the fact that it was very challenging, but at the end, we were able to crack it down. Wow. If you check all I have said, you will see that this story wasn't just those normal and usual story. So it gave me a lot of challenges. And when you have challenges or you had challenges, and if you come out of it successfully, it always pushes you forward. So after the precognition shoots, I think it gave me a lot of experience, and I also learned a lot from it. So it has been an added advantage to me when I step into other production, because there was some things that I had to conquer while doing that production, and it has been a good experience. People should watch Precognition because it's a unique film and it's relatable and it's educative. I think that's what I can say. There was something I faced when I was shooting Precognition. It was just the people that are close to me that knew about it, like the director and the producer as well. When I was shooting that film, my mother was in the mortuary. So I lost my mother. That was within that period, and we were preparing for the burial. So I also had a mix of feelings while doing that job, because the burial was approaching and the whole thing was on me. So I was battling to finish the job and also go and face my mother's burial. So it was interesting marrying the two projects at a time. So I'm sharing my little life experience while shooting Precognition, and that's made it a movie that I will not forget in a hurry. So that's it. All right.
I regret ever getting married to you.